So up to the start of the heat of the Britannia Challenge Cup. On the Berkshire station we have the Tideway Scullers, and on the Buckinghamshire station we have encouragement from France, Society Encouragement of France. So as we move up to Fawley, you can see there's still not much in it. It looks like Tideway Scullers just having the advantage.
Just seems to be slightly more solid through the finish. It doesn't a bit more aggressive holding on to the finish, and just seems to be getting a little bit more boat speed.
As you were talking about before, the crew's not really having much information. You've got a crew from Britain racing, a crew from France. It's very difficult to have any information, you know, and what to expect.
Yeah, and you just have to back what you're going to do. You just have to trust what you've been doing and how you race. And the last thing you want to do is come off the course thinking, oh, I didn't row very well and that's why I lost. The Scullers seem to moving a bit further away from encouragement.
And the job of the cocks again, you know, obviously keeping the boat straight up the course, informing the athletes of the information they need to stay on top of their movement.
Yeah, and it's interesting, isn't it? Because in the cox forwards here, the cox is in the bows, so actually can't see anything behind. And they've got a bit of peripheral, so actually the bowman, who's right behind the cox, needs to talk to them a bit and say, this is where the crew is, and inform them. Whereas the other cox can see everything in front of them. Yeah, still, I mean, okay, it's just about clear water maybe, so I would never say this is over, but Tideway Scullers put themselves in a really nice position. They haven't let the overlap hang for too long.
You just want to kind of squeeze out gradually, don't you? It's just that inch by inch, not a massive movement, and you just slowly draw away from the opposing crew.
And I think this is the difference between six-lane racing. It is adamant you're only going to win if you do your best performance, whereas side by side it's a bit more psychology. You can try and get another half length here and just get under their skin a bit and give them a bit more self-doubt. So you can win if you're not the best crew, if you can get in the right position.
Well, that side by, when there's six boats, you've got the opportunity to have races within races, haven't you? Yeah. And if you've got that, then it can help you progress and move up the rankings in the race to give you that chance or opportunity to cross the line first. Where this, it's so brutal having one-on-one. There's nowhere to hide. It's, you know, head-to-head racing.
Yeah, and people lose their head all the time, don't they? They just think, oh my God, I can't believe what's happened, and then suddenly the other crew gets even more advantage. But Tideway Scullers there, just really nice sustained acceleration with their handle, and in a cox 4 that's really important. The more time you spend in the water drawing the handle, you're just going to get more run off the boat.
You just want to lever that boat past that point of, you know, execute when you place the blade in, just moving the boat past together.
There was a great thing when I was younger, I read in Rowing Magazine by the late Andy Holmes, who said, don't make any part of the rowing stroke more distinct from any other. So it just looks smooth and continuous. Nothing's quicker or faster or jagged. And this Scullers crew, to be honest, looks very continuous in what they're doing, very smooth.
It's always interesting, you know, talk about Tideway Scullers School, Sculling Club, you know, in a sweep event here. So, you know, having the opportunity to do both is obviously quite important, but obviously their bread and butter is from this kind of sculling element.
It is, and I guess these are maybe guys who've been at university and they've come to the club when they were sweep rowers, not scullers, and they're better suited to this. Even the French crew, they're very nice and smooth, just doesn't look as physical. Maybe they're not as powerful as the Tideway Scullers crew.
Cox is flat, I love that.
Holding on for dear life there with his hands. Even though you can see how lively the water is, can't you? The way the boat's not just always going straight, it twitches a little bit. The athletes really are rowing on something that's completely round. And it looks quite easy here, but when you first get in a boat, it's impossible to sit still.
And that's the thing, anything done well looks easy. And everybody's like, oh, I can do that. Until you try it and give it a go, you're like, whoa, okay, it's a bit unsettling.
It is a bit, yeah, it's very unstable, actually.
The Tideway Scullers commanding lead there as they're approaching the floating grandstand. Just gradually winding down so that can serve an energy for that next round. Across the line there. So that was a win for Tideway Scullers School in the heat of the Britannia Challenge Cup.